Well, before I answer that question, I want to give you a little history. So it was July of '96 that I overdosed on the cocaine and nearly lost my life. Although the police didn't press charges against me, I had a lot of meetings with them and had to tell them where I had been buying the drugs. One of the locations was a local restaurant, and in fact it was the manager and a lot of the cooks that were selling me drugs. So the manager of this restaurant, I'm just going to call him D. D had a meeting with my dad. You see, after my dad learned where I was buying drugs, my dad called the restaurant and asked D if he could meet with him. And he said to D, I want you to spread the word that no one ever better sell drugs to my daughter again from your restaurant. Then my dad said, in fact, you go ahead and tell them that if anyone sells drugs to my daughter again, I'll kill him, because I would much rather spend the rest of my life in prison rather than going to my daughter's funeral or having to watch my grandson grow up without a mom. So you spread the word, D, that no one better ever sell drugs to my daughter again. So fast forward a few months, and it was October, and I had this crazy idea that I wanted to use drugs just one more time. Now I know that's crazy, and I know that it was a lie from the pit of hell, but I just had this idea, like, if I just use one more time, everything will be better. So I call up D, and I said, hey D, where can we meet? I've got some cash, you've got drugs, let's hook up and make this happen. And D was like, Cindy, I'm not selling to you. I was like, what? You're a drug dealer, that's what you do. And he said, I heard that you were some kind of Jesus girl or something now. And I said, oh, forget about that. I've got cash, you've got drugs, where can we make this happen? He said, aren't Jesus girls, aren't you supposed to be praying or something like that? You better get down on your knees and pray. I'm not selling to you. And I said things like, if you really cared about me, you would just sell drugs to me. Otherwise, I might go out there and get killed. He said, Cindy, I'm not selling drugs to you. Get on your knees and pray. And then he hung up on me, which made me really mad. So I decided, I don't need him. I can buy drugs on my own. So I grabbed my bag and started to head out the door. And right in my doorway was my best friend, Stacy. Stacy had in her hands a sleeping bag, a bag of popcorn, a 2-liter of pop, and some movies. And she said, Cindy, where are you going? Get back in the house. I said, Stacy, what are you doing here? We don't have a girls' night out planned. I'm off to meet some friends. I can't have a sleepover with you. Stacy said, Cindy, God made it really clear that I need to have a sleepover here with you tonight. So put down your keys, put down your purse, get back in the house. I'm staying here all night. Friends, I came this close to using drugs again, and I know it would have killed me. But God intervened and sent Stacy and a drug dealer to stop me from using drugs. I don't like that story. It's pretty embarrassing to admit my moment of weakness. But here's what I know. When we're weak, He is strong. So do you know someone struggling with addiction? Maybe you yourself are finding yourselves caught and snared in the lure of addiction. Be reminded that our God is our God of strength. He's our helper. He's our defender and our protector. He's our shield. May I encourage you, just like that drug dealer encouraged me, to get on your knees and pray. You never know what God will do. So thanks so much for stopping by. She Sparkles. Have a great day.